Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have an amazing day. I am sitting right here in a more echoey room. You probably hear that. And I will close the window for a second. Well, the thing is, one of my biggest dreams I ever had was getting a 3D printer. I enjoy miniatures, and I thought putting my money into expensive miniatures, which I can't even choose because the variety is most of the times limited to resellers that have a commercial license, and not everybody is doing that here in Germany, because only the bigger patrons and tribes and like that are interesting for some people. So I went and splurged the moment I saw the Dragon Trappers Lodge new line, which wasn't last month, which would be some month ago when the video is coming out. It was the June one, the doggies. I forgot the name of the doggies, it doesn't matter in the end, but I thought, okay, I don't care, I will just put in the money, the printer I will buy later, or I use the 3D printing service or whatever. Doesn't matter, I don't care. Then there was coming the Prime Day around, and I by chance talked with a colleague about 3D printing, and then my heart just said, well, just look for it. Maybe there's an inexpensive one running around. There was. Anycubic is stopping the production of the Photon Mono X2, which is why they set up a huge sale on Amazon. But an even bigger sale on their own website. So I looked at Amazon, said yeah sure, went over to their site and ordered a 3D printer. It's not currently here in this room, I can't show you. It's in another place. And the moment it arrived, I was a bit scared because everybody was saying, oh my god, 3D printing, you have to be careful, you can do this, that. I've seen so many 3D printing videos, I thought, well, just go for it in the end. What can go wrong? A lot can go wrong. So yeah, I did it. I did a test print to see if the exposure time was correct. The exposure time was correct. I was confused because I thought you have to calibrate every single 3D printer. This one not. It came perfect. So it came perfect for the place where it's standing right now. I think I have to do a test print here again. I'd have time to bring it over. I also bought water washable resin and a washing station. One thing I don't know how to fix right now is how to get the prints off the printing plate, because the first exposure is so immensely intense that you almost always break something when you try to get it off. But I talk too much. The thing is, I printed some stuff from the June and July Trappers Lodge thing, and I just want to show you some of those things. I don't know if it's visible, but there are some layer lines, you can see that. I do not know if it's because I'm too stupid or if it's just the printer is not 100% good. But we will see if we can cover that. That is the doggy one, together with this doggy thing. by the way, this is the reason I wanted to get into the doggy month, because this interests me a lot. Yeah, I haven't cleaned it up. We will do that next. You see the broken parts where I try to get it off the plate. So I heard of the elusive 3D magnetic plates. I don't think you can get them in Germany, but I will look up. And my next doing is, because I pay a lot of money for this thing, but I will do 1 miniature every month to get my groove into painting back again, because I'm really scared. I have so many amazing miniatures behind me in a cupboard, and I'm too scared to paint them, and I want to stop that feeling. So the second thing I did was the July. I chose two. This fox jumping on this Zen garden thing. Absolutely amazing. I still don't know why this plate kind of separated on some layers, but I think we can just fix that with some texture. And at last, a tiny man. He's really tiny. I don't think I have the right setting for this size. He looks really flat, but in the end could be just the lighting. I don't know. And I was really scared that I would break the finger or the lightning, but nothing broke, even though I was really intense with this one. This is his base. So, the first thing I will do is clean this up, and I know some people enjoy this sound, so I will make it I will show it with the noise, and then I will go in and do my doggy, and then you will see us in the end and talk a bit about how I think the printing went, if the miniatures did come out good, or if they're just a bit wonky and I need to fix something. So yeah, let's go, I guess. Well, I have to glue that one. Meh. That was far too easy. Holy shit. That was far too easy. What? Okay. This, I have to say, I was riding my bike through a city, so this was rattling around in this box. Like, no protection at all. That nothing more than the goddamn fox broke is absolutely amazing, and I'm 100% sure that's my fault because I was too aggressive. I will fix that. I don't care. That's an easy fix. So, whatever. So yeah. The only question I have: what do you do with those? You can't reuse them. Well, let's start painting, I guess.
the cat. Bubbles the cat. Bubbles, Bubbles, Bubbles the cat. Bouncing around, lost and found. Blast in the slimes, wall in the climb. Launching through the sky, bobbing up so high. Ghosting like a pro, switching dimensions, let's go. Bubbles the cat, Bubbles, Bubbles the cat. Where are you at? Bubbles, Bubbles the cat. Bubbles, Bubbles, what a star! Who's the coolest cat in town? Wearing the best hats around. Eating lots of dried cat treats. Pocketing gems, they're so neat. Everyone loves Bubbles, Bubbles the cat. Bubbles, Bubbles the cat. Bubbles, Bubbles the cat. Bubbles the cat. Bubbles the cat. Bubbles, Bubbles, Bubbles the cat. Bouncing around, lost and found. Blast in the slimes, wall in the climb. Launching through the sky, bobbing up so high. Ghosting like a pro, switching dimensions, let's go. Bubbles the cat, Bubbles, Bubbles the cat. Where are you at? Bubbles, Bubbles the cat. Bubbles, Bubbles, what a star! Who's the coolest cat in town? Wearing the best hats around. Eating lots of dried cat treats. Pocketing gems, they're so neat. Everyone loves Bubbles, Bubbles the cat. Bubbles, Bubbles the cat. Bubbles, Bubbles the cat.
So we are back after sitting here for I don't know how many hours, painting for however much time in general. I think I finished this one. It's still not dry yet, but I think the general message is there, and I think yes, I could push it even more, but for what it is, a test piece. A test piece to find out how the resin I'm using is working and how the miniature in general works from Dragon Trappers Lodge. I think that's okay. So, shall we have a look? First things first, there was something wrong during printing and you can't really put the miniature 100% on. I tried to shave the settings down, but it does not work. It doesn't matter. So yeah, this is, I don't even know what race it is supposed to be. I'm doing one thing that is still waiting to be done. That is, we have, I forgot what month, 7th. So yeah, we have the 29th of July and I finished this in some hours, I don't remember. So let's ignore the gaps. Let's make a bit more light just for the convenience. I think for what it is, it's supposed to be dirty dog. Like, yeah, it's not going to look perfectly. But the thing I wanted to have the most focus on are those arms. You see my extensional use of lines. They are not lining up with the indents 100% of the time. I think that gives it a bit of an interesting look. There is, again, I don't know where that comes from all the time. Oh, let's ignore it, I think. I mean, yes, it's a test piece, but I still want to display it in my display case. For that, it needs to look at least okay. So yeah, first thing you probably noticed while watching is that I tried to paint on it without priming. Big mistake. The washing did not remove every resin in the crevices, and so I had to wash the paint off and prime it. After priming, everything went a-okay. You still can see the layer lines on flat surfaces, which is a bit annoying to be honest, but well, it happens. I try to make it look like a swamp dog with dreadlocks, you know, those big white dogs where the strains of fur turn to dreadlocks by accident. Reminds me of that one, so they're mostly white. So I made it a white color base. In the end, I used only 3 colors, so it was an accident 3-color challenge. Well, let's say not accident. It's I saw the 3 colors and said, yeah, no, that is good. I like it to challenge myself. Doesn't mean it's 100% perfect, but challenges are challenges. And I think I kind of nailed it. One thing I also tried to do, you probably didn't see, is to glue on the tail, and I realized my super glue is awful and I really need to invest in some glue that is almost instantly working with resin. Still have to research that. Oh, super glue. The spray that activator, yeah, that's the word. Super glue activator spray. The biggest problem I right now have is that I probably get a lot of damage trying to pull those up from the printing base on the 3D printer, which is something that is a bit annoying, but we will try that out next month with the next release. I do not know what the next release is going to be, but I hope I find something interesting. Also, my problem is some time limitations, so maybe we skip next month. So for you, but yeah, you will see. In the end, I'm extremely fascinated because this was, like I said, the reason I joined Drag Travis Lodge, and it's fascinating. Yeah, it does not look perfect, and one of the reasons is it's so warm in here. We have a really, really warm weekend, and I really can't stand sitting here for a long time. So yeah, you could fix this, but for what it is, I think it's really cute. And if I ever want to remake it, there are 2 other poses you could try out. And one thing I have to say, I really, really enjoy the tentacles. You do not know how much I enjoy those tentacles, goddammit. It's just some lines, but they make it look so wormy, and I like that. So thank you very much for watching. I don't know if this video helped you in any way, shape or form, but for me, I think I'm happy that I bought a 3D printer that is working so well. Maybe it will stop working, so I will come back and say no, it stopped working or something like that, but we will see in the next video or whenever the video is. I wish you a good weekend and some cold weather, a lot of rain and happy days. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.